Comrades, I am Admiral Andre, and welcome back to, your eyes are not deceiving you, Realpolitiks with Turkey. Yes, comrades, it has been a very long time, but never fear, Realpolitiks is still here. Well, didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I guess it did, so bonus points. At any rate, comrades, of course, since it has been such a long time, it is most recommended, I would say, that we just have a review here, especially for my sake, to see what is happening. I remember the wars here. This will be still a great challenge, especially that one with the red, white and blue, of course. So if we have a look here, the diplomacy aspects, we have peace with a large number of countries. The Brazilians and the Canadians, of course, we managed to, well, I can't say placate them. They sort of defeated us a little bit there. It was necessary to make peace with them at a cost, of course. But, well, we're a democracy and we've had to reduce some of our military. We are slightly over that capacity, which I'm not worried about because the few troops that we have, we will need to dedicate fully now to the two wars that we still have. Then, are we still in the hit list here of the UN? It does not look like it because of those defeats, I think. Or are we still coming up here? No, we're still here. We're still here. Oh well, hopefully we can get rid of that soon. In terms of research projects, we're still busy with the HQ computerization and the universal academic education. It'll be just about 2 months before we can do the next research. We also have relatively moderate, I suppose, unhappiness in Central Anatolia. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Then here we get now to the real deal, comrades. We have still the very high warmonger level, which will probably, if we win though, go higher. We'll see. We'll see. That's not certain yet. We also have heavy war losses. This I can definitely believe. Let's have a look at that. I think it's under economy. Although this shows you again, it's been a bit of time since the last episode. There, no, it's under military, of course. 136. Now, that's not something we cannot recover from, but we certainly don't want this to get much worse. But at any rate, there is the running war in Latakia against the rebels. On this front, we are doing well. It's 68%, and we actually have to assign a new operation. They're trying to capture our supply lines. You know, I might actually divert the few troops that we still have in reserve to this front and assign, I don't know, let's say take garrisons. We do need to win this one. The US one is a problem because of the lack of transport ships. That was a big thing, I remember, yes, 0. So what do we have here? We have almost nothing. Could we actually assign the units here? I'm not sure. Maybe we should rather do that than Latakia. Well, I've already done that now. We'll just have to see. Then, of course, we're still sort of involved in the running war against the rebels. Well, with the rebels against the US. There is a vast superior number here of rebels. But they're not really making progress because, as you can still see here, they're attack and all of that is not as good as it should be, and that's really hurting them. Oh well, we'll see. They're still in the lead there. Let's go, comrades. Let's see what we can do here. I'm most concerned about the US front, obviously. Oh, good grief, now there's even an election in this whole mix as well. Current interventionism is going to drop, which is not a bad thing. That will help the economy, but the well, control is dropping. Militarism is, what is it? No, it's actually, it shows you I've been out of the mix here for too long, comrades. The personal control is going up and the militarism is also going up. Now we'll accept that. Looks like the troops did go to the Latakian front, which is probably for the best. More aircraft. Let's see. Well, this should definitely arrive in the US. We don't need a transport ship for that. Hey, they're doing breakthroughs. Okay, we're one against the rebels. We actually stopped them from having supply line capture. This one we won. Now take the air supremacy, and we lost. Oh dear. Now we're even again with the US. This is such a big problem. We may lose it, comrades. If we do, it's gonna hurt us for decades probably, because we can only imagine what penalties they'll, enforce on us, because the others have already changed our government style and imposed that limit on our force number here. So probably the US will either take some land or free something, or who knows, I'm not sure. The moons of Jupiter. The moons of Jupiter are rich in resources and should be relatively easy. We can forget it. Don't even look at it. Then again, okay, we won that. Despite everything, comrades, we're actually swimming in money here. How interesting is that? All of those troubles that we had are now long forgotten. We could actually bring taxes down in the midst of a massive war here. But let's leave it at 14%. We can participate in this. Maybe we'll get something. We can flee to the moons of Jupiter when the US defeats us. Against the rebels, that's been a quick victory there. Let's do the final offensive. That will help. I'm hoping anyway. So comrades, yes, while we're waiting here, actually maybe I should pause this. Of course, in the meantime, the new DLC for Realpolitiks has been released. It's almost been a month actually. That's unfortunate. The timing just coincided with the Kerbal DLC as well, and of course I focused very heavily on that lately because it's been such a good boon for the channel. But it is a thing now. That happened actually on the same day, the Realpolitiks DLC, but I can't use it yet because it is not compatible with the saves that we have. I tried it, but the same story. We have the infinite loading screen again. So we'll have to stick to the beta here, the separatism one, just as long as these campaigns are still happening. So the computerization has come through. Let's see, what is our tasks again? Warmonger, well, good luck with that. Have more bloc members than South Korea. We had a look at that last time, I remember clearly, but this is not going to happen, I think. Improve your earnings from the stock exchange. Let's see about that actually. Well, the easiest thing is to just invest some action points to improve the relationships here. Although we can add a new member in about 3 months. Where does this leave us now? Ooh, they want us to have double than that. Good grief. Well, we have almost half of the world's stock exchange activity. Can you believe that? Even with the wars happening. Well, maybe we should invest more in that then. Let's have a look. Economy, always good. Although military has been our real downfall. What about the rail web? No. Well, look at that. We can almost afford that. But it will actually increase interventionism, but also GDP growth. I wonder if this is not one of those cases where some interventionism is acceptable, because any hampering of our GDP will be offset by the other advantage. What about the highways? Maybe we'll do this one first. That only has GDP growth. Okay, do that. Money is always good because we can certainly invest that in our military again later. Maybe we should actually do that now. Where are we with that? No, we couldn't get more units right now. Could we? No, it's blocked. Can't get it. Is anybody selling transports? Is nobody willing to help us here? Russia, China? We're actually fighting the US here. Are you not willing to do a lend-lease or something of some transports? I guess not. China is more concerned with Thailand, and Russia is, well, Russia's up to its old plots, I guess. Well, we'll keep ambushing for now, but this will be the turning point. After this, they will start to invade us. Okay, is the thing settled? No, yes, sort of looks like it. Nationalist movements in Greece. Greek ambitions. Oh, forget it, Greece. We already have some of your land. You're not getting it back. Eventually, we will overthrow you completely. But that's it. The war in Latakia is over, comrades. So now we need to redivert all of our troops here. Was it just me, or did it look like they actually came through instantaneously? How interesting is that? All of our troops came through here, despite the fact that we don't have transports. Now, is that a bug because of this old version of the game? Could be, but I'm not complaining. Let's resign this and immediately begin the counterattack. Supply lines, do that. There might be a chance, comrades. So, okay, they didn't get the key cities there. That's a good thing, at least. So what will be the plans, comrades, beyond this war? Well, it's going to be rebuilding for the rest of the 2060s. Oh, come on, man. Someone conducted army morale loss against our country. This will hurt us. Of course it was the US. Can we not do something similar to them? Let's have a look. Spy operations and morale loss. I don't care what it costs. Do it. This will cost us probably. We lost that, so they destroyed some of our armor. Spain joined the bloc of the US. Why are you joining the losing team? Well, not very logical thought there. Come on, come on. Oh, okay, good, we got it. And we stopped them from their malicious acts. Let's try the guard posts. Everything is equal. Breakthrough is high. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. It's interesting, you know, I thought when I was coming back to Realpolitiks, I might be, you know, very rusty here and all that. But it's because we spent so many hours already. It's still all there. I haven't really forgotten anything here. Someone conducted spray... really? Twice? Was that necessary? This is the high warmonger thing, of course. Oh, good grief. That's become my motto lately, comrades. But okay, we've got the breakthrough. Poisoned water, are you kidding me? Is this what you're stooping to now? During the recent fighting, a vital source of drinking water was poisoned. This will affect both our soldiers and the locals. But now, who are the locals? Is this now in the US or in our country? It must be just in our country. Ay, 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 ay. Well, I can say this, comrades, the US is not going down without a fight. Let's just hope no one else joins this struggle, like Brazil and Canada did. Well, this is up in the air, what to do now. We could do an armor destruction, but I think it's not really gonna help much. What we need is to get rid of their air force. Now this is again an equal thing, but I'm willing to just give it a try there. If we can break them in the skies, then we definitely will win. But they'll probably produce new troops and units at such a speed it won't really make a difference anyway. But I see we have a new stock slot here, so let's take care of that. Now, who is worthwhile taking here? I'm very tempted to almost take Thailand, but they're not in a good state right now. What about South Korea? Only one. Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, old friends, not really worth it, I guess. Egypt could do. Is it still in its own block? Not sure. It's not saying it here, but this is not the right view. But 7 is not terrible. Ukraine is only 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. No, it's probably going to have to be Egypt. The rest of the world probably hates us too much anyway. So welcome. And they're actually a major contributor here. Where does this leave us now? 299. That's not good. Yes, the world economy is actually down 0.37%. That's probably the main reason there. And of course, bad relations. Let's just on that point have a look at that. Now, Egypt, everybody or most countries actually love, but not so good with us. I still don't know what was happening with Finland. Look at Spain there. Even Greenland hates us. And usually that's no data available, but they hate us enough to actually show up. Canada, of course, they all hate us. It's strange. It's not really strange. Our neighborhood here in the Middle East and North Africa sort of like us, but even they are dubious. Oh well. I'm just curious about this block. No, Egypt still has a block. Good grief, good grief. When are we ever gonna conquer the Middle East? I am starting to wonder if that will ever happen. We lost as I thought. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try the roads. Lost. Precariat revolution in Poland. We've seen this before in our South African campaign. The precariat, a class of people without steady job security, and this is definitely a class of people that will grow in number. You can bet. There's already so many of the working population globally that's part of this group. Have had enough of their grey existence and are calling for an economic revolution that would provide them with an acceptable income and psychological welfare. Precariats of the world, unite! And the US pushed back. Well, let's see what else we can research. I think we have to go military. It's probably too late to help us, but still could be worth it. Comrades? Oh man, no, it's the action points that's the problem there. We're getting to the point where we are starting to run out of action points. Now, as far as I know, in the newest versions of the game, you can actually convert money into action points or something along those lines. I've forgotten that part. I don't want guerrilla tactics. So there's not really much that we can do here. Actually, let's have a look at this. Where are we spending most of our action points? 74 is going to projects and events. So that is basically the big thing. 5 for the stock exchange, but I will never ever get rid of that. So let's have a look at the projects and events. Action points. Now, nothing is coming up there. It's all this ad hoc stuff. The post-war rebuild isn't helping us yet because we're not post-war. So I'm gonna cancel this one. Deactivate it. Great offensive needs to stay. No step back definitely needs to stay. Uniques, they don't actually cost us action points other than to implement. So not cancelling our great achievements here. What about diplomatic here? We seem to get some information. This gives us action points. Again, it gives us. Just checking to see. I think really it just comes down to the ad hoc actions. I guess so. Well, at least that one will help. But wait a minute, we haven't made any new moves here. So what can it be? Digital bureaucracy maybe. More tax income, but slightly more unemployment growth. But I don't think we have a problem with that. Only for maintenance, so it's fine. Let's have a look at that actually. 0. We have no unemployment, or yes, no unemployment. Army was of course our attempt was a complete disaster. Of course that has to be like that. They knock us down twice, but we can't strike back even once. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Well, let's see, is there anything else we can do? We can't spread dissent because they're already in a civil war. We lost another thing. Let's try the supply lines again. It's a back and forth now, comrades, but this will cost them as well. Their war damages will also be increasing. Such a thing now. I thought we might have a better chance, but then when Canada and Brazil became involved, that just threw everything out of the window. Oh man, are you joking? Iran has betrayed us, our brothers and sisters. This is night. This is night, comrades. That's how we would say here in South Africa. It's night now. Well, we have nothing to assign there, so I'm just going to say start and pause. You see, the sharks are circling now because they smell blood, comrades. I'm wondering what's going to be the best solution to this problem. We cannot fight everyone. We can't. We have to try and make peace with the US immediately. They probably won't go for a wide peace, even though we have some war score there, but let's try it. Accept it. Well, they're tired of it, so they also want it to go away. Alright, comrades, we settled that dispute. We did not really get what we wanted, but we still technically sort of won. That's why we got a bit of prestige out of it, but now we're still second again. Germany, our old enemy, sneaking up on us. Let's do some sabotage against them. Although, slander their stock exchange. We can't. We can do nothing. Alright, let's rather focus on the more pressing issue. Namely, the betrayal here. Assign everything first. Close, close, close. Assign everything and... good grief. Yes, well, no. Do that. I'm clicking so fast I'm not seeing what I'm doing here. Secure the front and also try to invest something in that moon endeavor. We lost. This does not bode too well, but I'm thinking we can do this. But, oh man. It's the sharks. They smell the blood. They won't leave us alone, comrades. We don't have enough infantry. That's also the problem. But we can get more. We'll fight to the last man and last rocket. To quote Red Alert 3, I think. Airstrike. Oh, this is the rebels story. That's what's happening there. But tough luck for you. I'm not gonna support you, or should I? Revenge. Yes, we'll support you. They're still at 43%, so the government forces there in the US really can't get a grip of that situation. Well, we need those infantry troops rather soon. It's hurting us here. Lost, so they're winning. Do an airstrike. Let's cripple at least one of their divisions here. Probably it would be best to take out the armor, because then that will hamper them. France, oh man. France attacked us. Member of our own stock exchange. Comrades, you know what? Let me have a look. How long is this episode still? About 5 minutes. I'm thinking about this story. You see, there's the no transports. Just pause here. Close. Comrades, we need to make some tough choices here. I'm not sure. You know, on the one hand, it sort of might just be worth it to accept defeat here. I'm not sure what... Oh, good grief. Let me just see. How do we negotiate here? Surrender. What will that actually mean for us? What do they want? It's not worth it. Then we fight them and then someone else gets involved again. It's not worth it. I don't know. I'll rather fight against Iran because I think they will want to take land. France probably doesn't want to take land. But while we're at war like this, okay, our warmonger is coming down, but it would be better to just get peace now. I bit off more than I can chew. I admit it, comrades. That episode when I attacked the US, not a good idea. Political victory. They probably won't accept this. I'm not sure how this would work. They require a war score, you see. White peace is not going to work because they only now declared war on us. Our war losses is now up to 2 to 4 already. Demilitarization. Oh, good grief. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Shall I send them this? Send them the offer. Of course they refuse. They can't accept it. They don't have the war score yet. Okay, stop just for a moment here. Let's just have a look at what's happening in Iran. We're suffering because of the lack of troops still. How long? A month. We'll just have to take the hits, comrades. We'll just have to lose for a while against France. Forget about the rebels. We're fighting on... Oh, no. Germany attacked us. Comrades, you know what I'm very tempted to do is to say I technically now surrender. You have to let me know what you think I should do. I'm definitely not saying I'm not happy to continue this series. I would definitely be, as I just said earlier in this episode, but I need some advice now. This is going to cascade more and more and more, and eventually they're just going to rip us apart. I can't fight all of them. So what do we do? What do we do? Do we fight and just take the hits and then start from scratch here? Even if they take land and whatever, we rebuild? Or do we now say basically this has finished us and start a new campaign with a new DLC? It seems like such a cheap thing to do though. We've invested 46 years into this campaign. I'm more tempted to continue it, but I'm going to leave this open. I'll give you the floor, comrades. Tell me what you think should happen next. How should we approach this situation? I'll just say okay, and there's again nothing I can assign, so we'll pause right here. So it's, I almost want to say a bit of a disappointing episode, but you know, this is part of the experience, and if you pick the wrong fights, this is what's going to happen. So I have to take the hits here, comrades. So yes, that's about it for this episode. Like I said, not necessarily the most exciting return to Realpolitiks, but things certainly got real very fast, let's put it that way. So yes, the next episode of Realpolitiks will of course be the US campaign, where I'm still trying to get rid of Mashriq, and then we'll continue from there. But now you will certainly see more Realpolitiks episodes again, comrades. So yes, I look forward to your feedback here. Foreign devils trying to now break our spirit. So how many countries have we fought now? Ecuador, Trinidad and Tobago, Bolivia, Peru, Brazil, Malta, Canada, Mashriq. Okay, that's just the interventions there. The USA, of course. Why are we not seeing them here? Oh, there they are. USA, Greece, Denmark, Finland, Spain, Iran, France, and Germany. And we're still here. Can you believe that? It's literally a world war. That's what I'll name this episode, comrades. World War III. Because it's the whole world against Turkey. But we're still here. So that's it for this episode, comrades. May you have better luck than Turkey at the moment, but we will rise again. Thank you for watching, comrades. Have a fantastic day as always.